Hello everyone and welcome back to Joy's Creative Finger. I have built a realistic home in my town. I've been oddly inspired by the Family Furnishings live event grand prize that we were given to build an understated home. Okay, so it's got a pillar, so that might be a little bit upscale for a realistic home. However, you can see it's got a little shed in the back garden, a few things dotted around, and yeah, I thought it was just fun to do things using some old furniture as well. These windows are the Japanese windows. I thought they looked nice on the house, but as I say, I was trying to, gather some sort of inspiration from that rundown house. And I do like this house. It's real. Everything on the inside of it, the way it's laid out, the back garden, the fencing, the windows, it's realistic, particularly the shed and a few items out, in this space. There's a little exit out from the garden where you've got the bin and the lawnmower, and I've decided to use the backyard beautification event items to line the inside of the yard. That event will be coming up very soon in this update. So a realistic home was my go-to destination this weekend, and it just feels really lived in. The mother of the house, Angela, is going to take us on a tour. Her house is completely empty. I'm not saying it's not furnished, but her kids and her husband are not home, so she's going to take us on a tour. First door on the left leads to a standard restroom, and I used the old sinks that we've had in the game for ages. I thought it worked well in the space. We've got to use these items. And I thought it was fun to use an ordinary hanging light that comes from the nursery pack instead of a chandelier, and there's just a nice decent entrance to the family home here, as you can see. Over on the left, we've got this unit that keeps the letters, the keys, the hats, the boots, and so on. And that's basically the entrance. Through the left here, we come under an archway into the living room. It's very comfortable. And this TV, again, I had got from an Architect Home Tab house that I downloaded. And I've mixed and matched with different furniture, which is typical of most homes, along with what we have unlocked in the Family Furnishings live event. I didn't finish, by the way. I was unable to get the house, unlock the car, the blue car, and so on. But an old fireplace, more bookshelves, old family photos, and some select stack of books. The space might look a little bit narrow, but it's not the case in a sense, because we've got this wide set of windows that give a great view of the outside and open up the space. And that's why on the outside here you can't see windows here, because the house is already well lit from a different angle. Okay, so that's the living room altogether, and I love that you can look out those windows to, say, the driveway and so on. Okay, now we're going to work our way. Let me just collect from this pug. They do have a pet. We're making our way now into the dining room. It's standard again, regular hanging light, picture frame on the wall. They've got a section here where they service their dinners and breakfast and lunch, and again, a good array of windows, old windows, and old staircase. There are two ways into the heart of this home where the kitchen is, right? So you can come in from there, or from the entrance, you can work your way through that angle into the kitchen. So two ways into this beautiful place. It's the heart of the home. And, the staircase is situated there, so the family can come down from there for breakfast, or from the entrance in here, grab an apple or something as soon as they walk in, throw their bags down, and everything they need is in the space. And they spend a lot of time here, really bonding together as a family, and also making use of the garden outside. So these are the doors that stay open most of the time, and they can access that space if they want to, and they do quite a lot. There's a fridge in here. Lots of clutter is something that has made The Sims FreePlay so realistic, and the game is well lit, and this is basically the section where they would hang out quite a bit most times of the day. So that's how they would have come in from the entrance. So yeah, two ways to come in into the kitchen, that is, from both sides here. And I think it's a nice floor plan for the family home. And now a closer look at this part of the house. You've got a grill out here, so they will do a lot of barbecues, and the shed is along the side here with some old items, new items. You recognize the Hoovers from the event, and the Grand Garage's live event. All that stuff is tucked away in this shed, and I love the door that I chose to put there from the Wizard Cottage. But it just feels so real to me. You know, they've got a place to sit out here. Even if they're not eating, they'll just hang out here and play. You can put a swing out here if you want to, or treehouse actually if you've got younger kids, sim kids that you want to move into this style of property. So I love the floor plan for this part of the house. It's great. I just like the way it's connected. We're going to go upstairs, and as you know, there isn't a live build for this particular house. I've done 2 family houses since the Family Furnishings live event. Last week I did another family house that was a little bit more upscale, and there was a live build attached to that one, so you might want to refer to that for a live build. But this one is quite easy to replicate just looking at it. This is the homey part of this house where the family really congregate. There's a space here for them to play with the little pet, and this computer was just recently unlocked. I didn't finish the event, by the way, otherwise you'd have seen the blue car out front. And again, you've got the wraparound seats that we unlocked to, and some old windows. Again, I really was inspired by that event to finally tone it down. This is the first teenager's bedroom. Sorry, that's the second teen. She's got 2 teenage girls. The second girl lives in this space. This is her computer, and I situated it by the window so she has a good view of the balcony and then outside. And I love that bed. And this is her closet space, although it's more masculine, but I just wanted to display it anyway. You can change that if you want. So that's her room, and when you work your way back out, there is another door that leads to the family bathroom right here. So it's a big space. It's got everything that you need to have a family, you know, get cleaned up. Lots of supplies. The laundry section is over there, the toilet unit, the sink, the tub, and it's a good space. And then some towels and other items needed to take care of themselves while in this space. So yeah, that's what they have for the family. Then we've got a corridor over on the side, and it's tucked away, hiding 2 doors to 2 other rooms. So the first room here belongs to the first teenage girl, and she has quite a space. So she's a big girl, okay? A few years older than her other sister. She's got the bed section here. It's beautiful. Again, the bed from the event. And then she has a living area, right? A couple of chairs, soft furnishings, and then she's got her own little closet, and you can see some of the items we unlocked that you can't interact with that cost a fortune. But yeah, you can see that she would have fun in here, and there are her windows, you know, a nice array of them connected to the closet space as well. So it's a good space for her. She's a growing young lady. And further down the hall past the bookshelf, we have the door that leads to the master bedroom. So you see, this family house has 3 bedrooms on a big plot, and last week the small plot had 6 bedrooms. That's interesting, right? So this is the master bedroom, and this bed is just so dreamy. I love the pink. It's like candy. It's like icing on a cake or something. You just want to eat it up. It had to be for the master bedroom. It's just so soft and clean. And again, just to make sense of the shape of the house, this is what the window looks like. It's like a bay window, and her vanity desk is like a DIY project put together with a private island, chest of drawers, the wedding presents live event, big mirror, and clutter from Sim Chase Season 1. I tried as much as possible to make sure I don't go overboard with the ensuite for this master room. So they've got a closet space that she shares with her husband, and it's adjoined to their ensuite bathroom, and it's a good size. And I think it's moderate enough for a realistic home. So it's not a rundown home or anything, but it's just realistic. The entire floor plan for me works out brilliantly. It's not unusual with any state-of-the-art features or architectural flair or mezzanines or anything like that. It's just normal, you know. Maybe I should have called it a normal house. This is the way out to the balcony from the master bedroom. I thought they should have that access way here, but originally the corridor sort of stretched forward into their bedroom, and it was supposed to be for the entire family, but I just thought their room was a little bit too small, so it became a short corridor instead. Well, I want to thank you so much for watching. This is quite a nice house. It just feels real, you know, and it's not excessive in any way. At least I don't think so. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But I just love the way it looks. It just feels like a house I've been to before. And if I was visiting and came into a space like this, I wouldn't feel overwhelmed and think, oh my gosh, look where they live. This is outstanding. It would just be okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon in the next video. Bye!